A sixth class student, today we can start part third, that is social and political life. Lesson number 1, that is diversity in India. We are similar in some ways and quite different from each other in some other ways. Age, physical abilities, gender differences, beliefs, religions, and languages make us distinct and unique from each other. That you can see in this picture. Diversity is the range of many people or things very different from each other. Differences help us to learn from one another, and similarities help us to share. India is an example of diverse cultures and traditions. Even though India shows diversity, we Indians are united. Both similarities and differences bring an interesting variety into our lives. Diversity is nature's way of grooming us to adjust, learn, and coexist. Reasons behind diversity. The reason behind the diverse nature of our country is its geography. India has mountains, rivers, thick forest, and oceans. In olden times, the means of transport or communication were almost absent. Traveling from one place to other place was never easy. People took days or months to travel on horseback or camels, and many times on foot. As a result, the people settled in a region and stayed on there for a long period of time. They developed their language, culture, and traditions. This is how every region was rich in its art, literature, and culture. Food habitats were developed on the basis of food grown and spices used. For example, people living on the coasts were either fishermen or traders, as the sea offered fish and business through waterways, so fish became their staple diet along with rice, topicea, coconuts, and bananas. This gave rise to a diverse culture of people of different states or regions. The history of a place is the story of such generations that settled down in different places and enriched the culture and traditions. Similarly, the climate of a place also gives rise to diversity. Climate influences clothing, food, dances, music, and other aspects of human cultural life. Economic differences. Economic differences between people mean the differences in amount of money or wealth they have. People are rich if they have lots of money. People are poor if they have little money, which is not enough to give them food and a decent living. The differences in the amount of money are visible in differences in clothes, lifestyle, and even food habitats. Economic differences lead to inequality, making some people rich and many poor. Social differences. Caste system and gender bias are two major social differences. They create inequality in the society. Caste system in India became an evil when the society was divided into castes during ancient times. For instance, a person born into a cleaner's family could not rise to the position of a teacher. After independence, our government made laws to show that all human beings are born equal and they should enjoy equal opportunities. But even today, in many villages and towns, the evil of caste system is followed. There is another evil in Indian society, discrimination against the girl child. A girl child is treated like a burden. Even today in villages and also in some towns, the birth of a girl child is not welcomed. This is called gender bias. Now, the government has made laws to protect the girl child and stop gender discrimination. Unity in diversity. Rise in mixed influences. Unity amongst people living in different regions or states came along slowly. To begin with, natural disasters like droughts or even wars forced people to leave their homes and settle down in new places. A new place gave them a new lifestyle and challenges, but they adjusted well by learning and teaching. This gave rise to a mixed bag of new cultures. Influence of foreigners. History is the story of the past. Indian history tells us about foreign influences that added to our diversity. India was visited by foreign students like Hun Tansen and many others. These foreigners brought their own culture and tradition with them. They influenced our culture and we influenced theirs. Their religions, languages, and dresses were introduced in our land. Urdu language was born from the blend of Hindi and Persian languages. Food and architecture showed the same influence. Mughlai food and the architectural wonders like the Taj Mahal are proofs of Persian influences. Freedom struggle. India's freedom struggle is the best example of unity in diversity. In fact, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the one who gave the slogan Unity in Diversity, which describes India most beautifully. Our national flag, national anthem, national bird, and national flower are all symbols of this unity. The British thought that because Indians were from diverse backgrounds, they could be divided easily. Indians showed that diversity was not a weakness but a source of their strength. Despite different culture, religious, and regional backgrounds, Indian men and women came together in large numbers to fight for freedom. They marched and struggled together against the British rule. Globalization. The 20th century has shown a great deal of progress in communication, technology, and transport. This has made it possible for us to overcome geographical boundaries and change our lifestyle. A global network has been formed that links economics, societies, and cultures. Information and ideas are being spread across the world as a result of globalization. Kerala, a case study. Kerala is a narrow coastal state. It lies between the Arabian Sea and Western Ghats on the west. West coast of India. This state is known for its wide range of vegetations, rice, coconut, and a variety of species grown there. In fact, species like cloves, pepper, and cardamom have made this state an attractive place for traders since ancient times. Jewish and Arab traders regularly came down to Kerala to trade in species. Apart from these, cash crops such as tea, coffee, rubber, and tapokia are also grown here. Cash crops are exported to other countries. They earn a good income for the state. Fishing is also an important occupation and in sports a large part of the population. The fishing nets used here are called China wala. Chin refers to China as they look similar to the ones used by the Chinese. Even the frying vessels is called China chatti. Kerala is an example of foreign influence. When we study the history of this state, we come to know that Jews, Europeans, and Arabs came here to have trade relations. Slowly, they settled down and started spreading the teachings of their religions. Over a period of time, this added to the ethnic diversity of the state. St. Thomas brought Christianity to Kerala. Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor, also landed on the Kerala coast. He opened the doors to spice trade between India and the Western world. Ibn Battuta, a Muslim Moroccan traveler who has also written about Muslim living in Kerala. It is because of all these influences that people of Kerala practice a variety of religions. Ladakh, a case study. Ladakh is a cold desert. It lies in the mountains in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. There is no rainfall. Such desert conditions do not allow agriculture. Through a few trees are able to grow in this cold desert. People depend on the melting snow during the summer months for drinking water. The life of the people is difficult. Wheat and barley are the main crop grown here. Apricots are also grown and exported. People mainly dependent on sheep, goat, cow, and yak rearing. The sheep in this region are special because they produce pashmina wool. This wool is very costly. Pashmina shawls are made from it. The wool from the sheep is collected by the people and sold to the Kashmiri traders. The Ladakh region has many passes through which caravans travel to Tibet. These caravans carry textiles, spices, raw silk, and carpets. The culture of Ladakh is a mix of both Indian as well as Tibetan traditions. Tibetan influence is visible in food, music, and architecture. Therefore, Little Tibet is another name for Ladakh. Buddhism is the chief religion of the state. It is an interesting fact that Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh. It has a number of gompas or Buddhist monasteries. Ladakh has a very rich oral tradition of songs and poems. The Tibetan national epics, the Kesar Saga, is performed and sung by both Muslims and Buddhists. A result of diversity. Diversity in India has given us a rich taste of life. Our languages, monuments, dresses, and way of life clearly show a mixture of influences. Let us revise this lesson. Remember two points. First one is diversity is the range of many people or things that are very different from each other. Diversity in nature's way of grooming us to adjust, learn, and coexist. Economic differences leads to inequality, making some people rich and many poor. The diverse nature of our country is due to its geography. Information and ideas are being spread as a result of globalization. Diversity in India has given us a rich taste of life.